Here to talk about the most controversial figure today on YouTube. That is the Kevin Samuels. Now, I just got this one question. Is Kevin Samuels a blessing or is he a curse? I'm here to argue both. On one side of the argument, Kevin does bring up statistics and he brings up great topics that we all have to address when it comes to dating, relationships, marriages, and whatever. For the record, I don't agree with everything he says, so I'm not a fan of Kevin Samuels, where if you come to me and you have a criticism about him, I'm going to defend him. I can't say I am. The topic that he brings up, like, being a high value man and women having high expectations and the reality of dating that goes on, I do believe that it's very important that we talk about certain things. Here's the blessings. Kevin is really big on self-improvement. Kevin is really big on being accountable, men and women, for the lives that they choose, right? And what he talks about forces us to really look inwardly and say, okay, where are we really at? If what we want in life is really out there, how do we really get it?
So is it the man's fault that you were locked out of unions, unable to get equal jobs and things like that? No, it's not their fault. It's your ultimate responsibility that you were not able to provide for a family you have yet. You can go look at it yourself. Prior to 1960, 65, we were married at a rate of 80%. Broke, Jim Crow, segregated, lynched, everything else. But we had us a community, we had HBCUs, we had churches, we stuck together. We had black business, we had black buses, this, that. But as soon as it came in, when the women were given a choice, far more chose this over the men. And that's the original quote unquote sin that we have yet to deal with in the black community. That makes black men feel some kind of way, and black women don't like to acknowledge the fact of that.
Haters, they can't deal with a strong black woman, but you never ask the men why. We never ask the men why they're doing what they do. We just chastise them for doing what they do. And my show has proved in for 6 months, night in, night out, what women want. And I don't judge what they want. I just ask, what's the likelihood of you getting it, and what does the kind of man that you want from a woman?
Here's a curse of Kevin. Kevin is more of a divider than a uniter. This is my only problem with Kevin Samuels. Now you say, CP, how could you say a man of his stature could even, by the stuff that he says, could even be a uniter? I'll tell you why. It's this. Kevin has a tendency, right, when he's around beautiful women, he lowers his tone, he's in his masculine frame, right, and he's able to have good conversations with beautiful women, right? But when it comes to women he's not even attracted to, they're the B word, they're this or that, he's belittling to them, he's talking all over them, whatever. And I get it, they talk over him too, and there's situations that he's, had the right to, hang up on women and so forth and so on. But he loses his masculine frame so freaking easily when it comes to even questioning about things. This is the problem I have with Kevin being such a divider, is that in order for us, men and women, to change what's going on, we got to do it together. And there's many times where Kevin has been talking to women that are probably right there to coming on our side. I want to say our side, the manosphere, whatever. He says something to turn them off, right? He kills the conversation right there and dead in their tracks. I remember like watching the video, right? Yeah, I seen it. It was a Instagram live. He was talking to like a few women, right? First girl comes up, he says, "Hey, how you doing?" He asks her, "How do you think, you're gonna get a high value man?" Woman says, "Well, high value men don't want me because most of them are gay."
To be honest, I'm just here because a lot of females that I do speak with, they're like totally against the fact that you say that they can't get a man of money. It's not too many straight men with money anymore anyway. So they're not even looking for women. A lot of them are not.
They're not looking for hoes.
He got upset at that. His attitude changed. He was a shell of himself, and every single call after that, he was just belligerent. So bad, right? A girl called in to agree with him, and he disagreed with her.
But I put it to you like this. The women or the woman that just left, she doesn't represent me as a black woman.
Sure she does.
No, she doesn't. How does she represent? She has nothing to do with me. I don't know anyone like her.
Excuse me. Because there's something called an ethnic image. Hey, you. That cannot be the argument. That cannot be the deflection. Every time I talk about the group, you talk about you.
Wait, you're deflecting because every time you've sat here and you have said to me, you gave me a list of the things that you've done. You have said to me all of your points, and every time I go to talk, you either cut me off or you say I'm deflecting. What I'm saying to you is every person that you've had on the show does not account for every black woman. I did not.
Did I say it does? What do you think you're doing right now? What do you think you're doing right now?
Sir,
what do you think you're doing right now?
Please allow me.
What do you think you're doing right now?
Okay, I'm trying to speak.
What do you think you're doing right? Do you think what do you think this is doing for the image of black women?
What are you? I'm showing you something different. What you're saying?
No, you're really
black
not.
women. Sir, you won't even let me finish my point though.
Oh, you don't understand? Oh, you the problem. You the problem. I'm like, Kevin, she's an ally, right? There was another video, right? Woman calls up. They start off with a nice conversation. She has a 20-year-old daughter. He asks her, "How you gonna teach your daughter, to be a good woman for a man?" She says, "Well, I'm going to teach her first to love herself."
That is stream of income, and
we're not disagreeing with you.
What I'm saying, but the thing is, we're not telling women that they need a man. It's a stream of income. A man, not a stream of income.
You absolutely do. I am totally agreeing with you. But see, how one receives something versus how one delivery is, that's why there's levels of perspectives from individuals. This is how we continue. This is how we heal, Mr. Samuel.
Okay, hold on. No, I don't have to allow anything. Your brokenness is your problem. It's like my brokenness is my problem.
Absolutely.
When we come out to this world, you need.
But when we're motivators and inspiring people,
no.
Come on now.
You can't overtalk me on my platform. You can't overtalk me on my platform. Now I'm trying to be polite.
With all due respect,
Mr.
Samuel.
No, all due respect. Please don't overtalk me. That's one thing I don't do. I'll let you go. I'll let you flow. Okay. And if you're gonna overtalk me, I will bid you a good night. I feel sorry for your dog.
We need women to love themselves, because women that don't love themselves, they're for the streets. You had a woman that was an ally, but he couldn't see that. He ended up hanging up on her, So, this whole debate on Kevin, I wish him success. I just wish he would be more of a uniter than a divider. And I'm sure that he has, united some women, to wake up, whatever. But the thing is, it's just that, bro, like, it's hard to defend you sometimes, man. Even when there's things that I do agree on. Now this whole high value man thing, right? Look, under his statistics, I'm not a high value man, but I can't tell. I live in Atlanta. I get beautiful women, have beautiful ex-girlfriends, could have gotten married a couple of times again, over and over again. Not hard for me to be, it's not hard for me to, be attracted. And this whole high value man thing is just like, it's superficial. It's superficial. It's hard. So it's high value man thing just based on income. It's just not real, because high value men, they get cheated on too. And these women got options. Are they unrealistic? Yeah, they are, So I side with him on a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But, making $100,000 a year, great. I will, men should go out and do that if they can. But the statistics say 97% of men and women are not going to be able to do that. So there's nothing wrong with finding somebody in your own tax bracket and your zip code. Love is out there in your own tax bracket and your own zip code. And finally, we're all high value because Jesus died for our sins. So that gives us value, And I'm going to end with that. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the channel. And I will talk to you again. Peace.